Alright, welcome back to the ThePichuBros. Now today I'll be talking about the viability of my boy Gengar. So if you don't guys know, I guess everyone knows that Gengar lost Levitate, and there's been a bit of a controversial one in terms of is it still good or not. Like no one really has really looked into Gengar in depth to see if it's still at least decent, you know. Like of course I used to use Gengar in Gen 6 and it was actually a really fun one to use, and it was mainly fun because it was so hard to play against, right? Because guys who use Lando found Gengar especially hard to deal with because they couldn't EQ it obviously, and their only move was really knockoff, and some Landos that ran like Earthquake, Stone Edge, U-Turn, Stealth Rock had to click Stone Edge against Gengar, and Stone Edge didn't OHKO, especially because I ran Will-O-Wisp Hex because I was that guy. I was able to Willow the Lando, put it down its attack to like 0, and its Stone Edge wouldn't even do, like, it would do about like half or just less than half, and I was able to blast it with Hex. So it was really fun to use Gengar in Gen 6, so I kind of wanted to see if my boy was still at least pretty viable in Gen 7, especially because it's getting a lot of hate now, and I was like, you know what, being the little investigative Pichu that I am, I made a team, and I entered Pokebank OU with my Gengar set. I'm not gonna lie, I first ran a Life Orb Gengar in the Pokebank OU, and I got bodied. I got completely bodied. I got shredded. I ran into like 2 Dogchiro teams in a row. Like as soon as I used Gengar, I ran into 2 Dogchiro teams, and boom, I got completely anal. Like my poor Gengar trapped every time. Like as soon as Gengar got a kill, boom, it was over. It was over. Like it was done. It was put back in the graveyard. So I ended up I finally made a pretty decent Gengar set. I mean, this is like the only Gengar set I found that works. So let's go into our showdown, and it is our Scarf Gengar. So I end up finding that Scarf Gengar was probably easily the best Gengar set. And why? Because the pros of this set was, one, it could actually outspeed like Pheromosa, Tapu Lele and stuff, and hit him with like a Sludge Wave. It was able to outspeed Zem and Shadow Baller. It was able to outspeed the bitch himself, Greninja, and click Focus Blast. Like I'm telling you guys right now, I lost so many games because they would send in Ash Greninja my Gengar, and I'm like, I have no switching, so Gengar would die to Dark Pulse, and then the rest of my team would just be 100% fiascoed by the by his Ash Greninja, because Ash Greninja is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, so I found that Choice Scarf Gengar was able to actually blast it with the Focus Blast. I'm saying that even though this Gengar set theoretically, like I just said, it should be good, right? Like it can knock out like pretty decent threats. Even then, Gengar, I found that it was still bad. Like, alright, so pretty much, even if, alright, so Sludge Wave just OHKOs Tapu Lele. Like, you can't run Sludge Bomb, because Sludge Bomb actually is a damage roll on Tapu Lele, which one time I hit it to 1% and my Gengar died, and I was like, bro, what the heck, you can't even knock out Tapu Lele in one hit. You have 130 special attack, and your Sludge Bomb can't even OHKO Tapu Lele. Like, what is going on? Shadow Ball is a definite doesn't OHKO, which is kind of crazy. I found like 130 special attack, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb should be able to pick up a kill in Tapu Lele, but Tapu Lele does have 115 special defense. It's pretty crazy. It's a crazy one, and yeah, considering that I didn't want that thing living, it has to run Sludge Wave, and also it just can't hit Focus Blast. Like theoretically, right? So I was like, alright, I'll bring this thing on Greninja, but then it doesn't work, because if they're smart, if they're actually a decent player, if you bring in a Gengar on a Greninja, you know it's Scarfed, so that never works. And locking yourself into Focus Blast generally isn't a good play, because this boy can't hit for crap. Like, I swear he doesn't have eyes. Gengar needs to freaking go to Specsaving and get some fucking glasses, because this bitch has lost me like 500 rating at least. Like I'm not even joking. I spent a few days using this Gengar team, and I swear Gengar lost me like every game we played. None of the other ones, I was using a Rotom Wash, and that thing never missed a Hydro Pump. It was crazy. Rotom is actually on point, like with its Hydro Pumps, but this boy Gengar, nah, Gengar I swear will never hit a Focus Blast to save its life, and even if it does hit a Focus Blast, it does 0. Like I'm not even joking. I think what did it do 0 on? Mega Sizzle, boom. Mega Sizzle, I ran into like 4 when I was using Gengar, and it doesn't even do like, it does, I think Focus Blast is like 35% to a Spadef Sizzle. Now I know Spadef Sizzle is a monster, like we already know that Sizzle is just a complete god when it's special defense invested, but still, like this thing doesn't even do, like, I mean it's a damage roll, it's like 35 to 44%, so it's not even doing that much to Sizzle. Sizzle can just go Roost if it's like a switch in, it can just go SD and completely body your team. Like it's crazy thinking that Gengar can't even do that much damage with 130 special attack with its Focus Blast. And also the main thing with Scarf set is that even if you lock yourself into like focus bar, shadow ball, like if you do pick up the KO right with on a Greninja with focus bars, then their next mon comes in and generally it will either set up in your face or it will just like Gengar will do 0 to that mon. So which is why I think Gengar's not too good. So just hearing my little story there, I would probably not conclude, but like I'm probably leaning more towards Gengar's not too viable. So I'm only talking about Pokebank Gengar because obviously Pokebank coming out in like a few days. So the regular OU set probably won't matter anyway. But yeah, still talking about the Choice Scarf set. I've also found that Trick is actually like Gengar's not a complete piece of shit, right? So like I have won a few games with Gengar because Gengar is able to use Trick with the Choice Scarf and Trick like Chance Heat. Like I found mainly against stall teams, I was able to Trick the Choice Scarf on like stall ones. Like I could Trick on a Toxapex, Trick on a Chansey, Trick on like a Fortress or something. Like I was able to use Trick a Choice Scarf, and then I could either just blow it back with Gengar like after just keep spamming moves until it finally dies. Like I know I tricked the Alamola once, and then I could just spam attacks until it dies, or I could bring in a teammate and just set up on its face. Like I know I won a game because I tricked Chansey, switched out Gengar, bring in my Pheromosa, clicked high jump kick knowing it was scarfed into a Seismic Toss, pick up the KO, got the Beast Boost, boom, and I cleaned the game from there with Pheromosa because obviously Pheromosa is OP, or not OP, but it's a monster. So like I found that the Choice Scarf set is probably the only set that really works. So when I'm talking about the viability of Gengar, I'm trying to tell you guys like what I found the best set was, because the Life Orb set is not viable. Do not use Life Orb Gengar on OU because you will lose. Like I said, you will lose to Dugtrio, you will lose to Greninja, especially because there's so many Greninja teams. It's crazy. Like I swear, like Greninja's in like every third team. It's just too much of a monster mon. And I mean, you could try and get away with like Subhex and Willow. I've seen a tiny amount of Gengars trying to do that, but I swear when I tried to use Subhex, personally, I ran into like 100 Tapu Finis, and you don't Oko with Sludge Bomb, which is kind of crazy. Like like Tapu Fini's too bulky. It's just too bulky, and Tapu Fini will probably try and just 1v1 you and you surf, and then you die. Also, Gengar just with the Levitate drop, like it's too. People don't understand the amount of impact, like the weaknesses it gains because of Levitate. So being losing Levitate, I found that Spikes does hurt Gengar. I could not use Sash Gengar because every time I tried to use a Sash Gengar in my test runs, I ran into so many Skarmory teams, and I was like, dude, what is happening? Like, why do I run? Like, as soon as I bring the Sash set, I ran into so many people who tried to use Spikes. So I ran into Ferrothorn to set up Spikes, I ran into Skarmory to set up Spikes, and the Sash was just broken because Spikes. Not to mention, Stealth Rock is just like, there are so many mons that just get Stealth Rock up so quickly, there's no point using Sash. But yeah, like, gaining this Spikes weakness definitely hurts a lot. It also now loses to Lando. Like I said, in Gen 6, I was able to 1v1 Landos because it only could click in Stone Edge. I could Willow it and use Hex. But now Lando can just click EQ. And even if it's burnt, it doesn't get my grab. Like, EQ just goes flat out one-shots Gengar. Which is like, what? Like, Lando is really good now. But like back on Gengar, it will lose to Lando now. It definitely loses to Dugtrio. Like Dugtrio completely wrecks Gengar, and not to mention just other Scarf EQ mons. Like Scarf Garchomp is a thing. Like I know it's not too common in Pokebank OU, but I've seen some people use Scarf Garchomp time to time, and Gengar doesn't appreciate that. It just gets completely destroyed. So it kind of sucks because I liked Gengar back in Gen 6, but I feel like it is not viable. It's not good. It's definitely not good. Like, alright, so pretty much, is Gengar good? I say no. If you're gonna use Gengar, please use the Scarf set. But I mean, if you want to win, don't use Gengar. Just use Nihilego. Like Nihilego is pretty much a better version of Gengar. Like I mean, you can't trick the Choice Scarf if you're using a Scarf Nihilego compared to Scarf Gengar. But I feel like Nihilego is so much better than Gengar. Gengar it's just not good anymore. I'm sorry, you had your time, Gengar. You had your time in OU, but nah, you're done. You're game over. Like it's not good. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit more insight on that Gengar's viability. But like the Levitate nerf was huge. It was completely huge. It loses to things it could 1v1 before, and now it can't be used as a switch into like Scarf EQ, can't be used as a switch into Lando. It lost that little bit of a niche thing it had. I remember I used to put in Gengar in some teams just because it was a levitate resist, but now I can't do that. So it kind of lost what it did best, and sadly, my boy Gengar, it's just your time's over. I'll be seeing you down in UU, but no longer OU. So hopefully that, yeah, like I said, gives you guys a bit more of an insight. That's just my opinion, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.